Well, hello there everybody and welcome to some Kerbal Space Program. It's been a couple of weeks since we were in Kerbal here, but I figured we'd get back to this. Now, I'm just trying to remember. Oh, that's right. We've been having trouble doing a mission. And the mission in question is this one. The station must be fully assembled when launched is the part that is making this. If I could send it up in multiple parts and assemble it on site, well, in location, that would be great. But we've got to have it fully assembled when we launch it, and that's where I think we're having the trouble. Because, let's just jump in here. And which one is it? It's the reaction system. I think that's the autosave one, but it's this. And the problem is because of that. Because we are looking at 22 tons. I'm pretty sure that's... Okay, let's just check our specs on this. Oh, come here. Station. Okay, so it's got to support 12, which, yes it does. 6,000 liquid fuel. This has got no liquid fuel because I've emptied the tanks. But if we fill them, can I get to that center one? That'd be right. I'm not going to be able to get to the center one. That's just that. No, I want to get to the center one. Okay, don't think we actually need those for starters. Let's just get rid of them. Hey. Let's get rid of those. Okay, so it's not going to take them all. Look, so I'm going to have to take them right off, aren't I? Fine. Alright, so we've got... Let's just... 7,200 liquid fuel. Okay, we only need 6,000. We've got 8,200 electric charge. We only need 7,500. And we need 12 persons. So, crew 4, 8, 9, 10. Why are we missing some? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we've got to have 12. We did have 12. I'm just trying to decide why we no longer have 12. But, okay, we no longer have 12. So we're going to have to see about fixing that. And let's go back here. See, we're using that. It's a one-person thing. That's a 3. We could go with that. That's a 2. Let's just take you off. Seriously? Far out. Considering I had one of these here, see there it is there. Okay, that should give us what we need. Oh, okay, now it's detecting them all. It wasn't detecting these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, see, we don't need this. So the game was just being a real pain and not detecting what it's supposed to detect. So, well, we go back to what we had. That, followed by that. That can sit on top. That should give us, yeah, 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Plus 1 makes 17. So that's well and truly more crew slots than we need. Well, actually, it'll help reduce weight. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. That might be a better option, actually. Don't need that. So let's get rid of that. I mean, I'm literally just trying to look at minimizing weight for starters. We brought it down to 100 tons, but that's because we've got fully fueled again. And whilst they're attached to this, I can't access the center core one. Okay, 36 ton. ton, and now it's now going to probably say that I don't have the crew slots again. See, it's only going to say the 6. It's only detecting the one. It's only detecting the one of them. That's what it is. So let's just see if this will fix it. That's better. There we go. Okay, so that's that. Oh, I didn't want that. I wanted that. It makes it nice and compact. That there meets the criteria, and it's only 20 tonnes. So we've reduced its weight a bit, which is pretty cool. That helps. It's not fueled though. It's 100 tonne fueled. Okay, but this one be? Let's go to 3. Let's go to 4 then. Thank you. Now, let's go with let's put you there. What is it? Huh? Oh, payload. Well, okay. Okay, so it can't go there. So we'll put a fuel tank there. And I'm thinking maybe an engine as well. Hey, Luna, hey, Zaraki. How goes it? Ah, Looney Tunes, man, Looney Tunes. Still trying to get this beast of a thing to where I want it. Which one's that? Okay, that'll be alright for vacuum. Okay. I'm actually having not much luck so far, but then again I haven't really been. I've got to somehow get all of that over to the moon. It's going to be fun. Well, that's the problem. See, I mean, without fuel, this thing's 20 tons. If I was to put all the fuel that I need to in these, this thing's over 100 tons to try and get off the pad and get to the moon. And that's where the problem's coming in. Well, it's only got 560 delta V, but that's at ground level. That's meant to only kick in space, so this should be okay. Now let's make a Roman candle, shall we? Yeah, Big Sally. Yeah, don't mess with Big Sally. She will chew you up and spit you out. And then you'll wonder what the hell happened. We're going to go with this main saw as the primary because purely because of delta V. Massive amount of delta V. 3,800. It's a 3 to 1. Oh well, actually it's not. It's a 0.85 C. So I'm not even meeting 1 thrust to weight at this stage. Yeah, well the last 3 times I've been streaming it's been doing the same. We're at 178 tons now, nearly 179 tons. Let me just see. Okay, see that brings us back to a 1 delta V. Okay, I'm going to try something really... This is probably not going to work. Because it's just probably not going to work. I'm most likely not going to have a skipper maybe? Yeah, it's not staged properly yet, but that in itself doesn't have enough thrust. But if I'm to put that with, say, that, it still says we don't have enough thrust. Well, it does. Some Atmo thrusters. Yeah, I thought about that. But at the moment it's actually running quite light compared to the rest of the rocket because it's got no fuel in it. Let me just tie this in. I mean, we will do that. Now we'll take you. Really? Okay, that's better. See, 'cause what we're going to do is we're going to asparagus stage them. And I know why it's not showing the change in delta V yet. It's because I've got them ejecting before the main thrusters kick in. So if we take those ones and push them up to there, and then those ones up to there. Okay, see, we don't have the delta V. I mean the thruster weight. However, I think with some solid boosters, it'll give us the delta V we need. Sorry, not the delta, the thruster weight. We need the extra thruster weight. There, I'll get it right in a second. Or it'll crash spectacularly. And why spectacularly? And why do we have that not? It's because that is not placed right. That's better. Now, the hardest part is deciding where I'm actually going to place the solid boosters. I'm thinking on the outer edge here. And we're going to go all out. We're going to actually go with 4 solid boosters, I think. Okay, separatrons first. I mean, I'm seriously doubting this is actually going to work properly as well, but well, you'll never know unless you try. That's what they keep telling me anyway. Oh, well, you know me, it's probably going to fall down and go boom, but I'll probably revert it before it goes boom. I'm actively avoiding the boom. I actually actively try and avoid the boom. Okay, let's do this. We go with these little ones. Most likely, oh look, stay still. Most likely won't give us the extra bit of thrust that we need. However, we are over A1 when it comes to thrust away. We're at 1.13. Scary. But not for very long. And this is most likely, well, it's actually probably definitely not going to work. I say that with utmost lack of confidence. and I haven't put any separatrons on these, so they'll probably just destroy the large engines as they detach. But hey, you never know. It looks scarily efficient, almost. What's the fun of making designs that work, really? We play Kerbal Space Program for the absurd, don't we? I mean, honestly, you can't get more absurd. Let's start low to the ground, though. There we go. Save that. Yes, yes, I do deny you explosions on a regular basis. Okay, so we've got all thrust kicking off. We've got the solid boosters detaching. We've got first stage of asparagus detaching, second stage. Okay, we get rid of the fairing. We kick that off with the last little kick, and we can push this off at the end. That theoretically is staged right. I'm hoping that as we lose stages that our thrust to weight will improve because we'll be higher up. But you never know. We'll have to try. How wobbly is it? Ooh. It actually looks scarily good. Oh, hang on. No, no, no. Jebediah. No. You thrill seeker, get out. T-top is the one that's going, not you. Him's expendable. 2, 4, 6, 8. And 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Look at that. Now let's try this again. Well, theory states it should actually go up, but I don't know for how long. Favorites is always favorites. Hang on. Up. Oh, there it goes. It's going. It's going. It's not going to go very far. Will it make it a kilometre? It's slowing down. Speeding up again. We made it a kilometre. Wow. We need to pick up a bit more speed though. I mean, actually, we need to pick up a lot more speed though. Nah, it's not got the punch. And see, now we're slowing down. Come on, we'll turn around. Come on, go speed up. Speeding up again. We're pushing. We're right on the edge. Oh, I know I am. We are really pushing this thing right on the edge of actual flyability. Wow, 8 kilometer apoapse. Wow, that's. I doubt it's even going to make orbit. Of course it is. If it's above hovering, barely, it's barely flying. However, this one's not going to be flying to space. Yeah, I don't even think it's going to get a suborbital, really. It's not even going to make it to 70 kilometers in apoapse, I don't think. Although we're starting to get a little bit of decent pace on it now. That'll probably change shortly. We're about to actually lose a stage again. Ah, we are still accelerating, however. Well, we will attempt to push it into an orbit. Ooh, actually we might make a suborbital if nothing else. We've got a 20-kilometer buffer, even. Sit pretty close to the horizontal. See if we can stop our apoapse getting too high. See if we can translate most of this thrust into bringing the periapse up. What are we looking at? Delta V still is another 2000 delta V. Actually, what's actually scary, this might actually get to orbit. No, actually this is going to get to orbit. We are in orbit. And we have got still 1,000 delta V. This would actually be enough to push it to the moon. Sorry, moon. However, we will need to circularize our orbit, and then I'm going to have to send up some refueling ships to fuel up. Oh, I just realized I'm going to have trouble fueling this up. Maybe not. Maybe I can just push. If I connect and then just push to this, will it fuel that center, the center tank that I actually can't get at? The one that's sitting in underneath there somewhere. But we do need to circularize. I mean, we're not that far off it actually. It's 140. $39, 145, 138 to 141. That looks pretty good to me. Surprisingly enough, I actually am surprised that it managed to get to orbit, and I'm also equally surprised that I've actually got enough delta V to potentially put it into orbit around the moon. At the moment. So I think the refueling trips that I'm going to have to do, so slow down, are going to have to refuel the main engine as well, because it's going to be the one that's going to push us into moon orbit. And at the moment we've got 1,000 delta V on the main engine. Which is not sufficient. Come on. I haven't got reaction control. I've got RCS thrusters, I don't have reaction wheels. Hence the damn thing is a little bit on the wobbly side. Okay. So yeah, once I actually pump all the extra fuel into this thing that I need, it's going to be a little on the heavy side. Let me just turn off the RCS thrusters because it's messing with our apoaps and periaps. I need 2 seconds worth of thrust. Oh, that just went a little bit overboard, but 147 to 140, yeah, whatever. And we've still got 1,000 delta V. So yeah, I need to send up some refueling ships. Yeah, see, I can't. This is the problem. I need to be able to get at the tank underneath there, not that tank. That is not the tank I need. That is the tank I need. Or is it? No, it's not. Where is it? Yeah, I think that is. Yep. Don't think it's that one. I think it is this one. Ah. Well, we're not going anywhere in orbit at the moment, so... Yeah, everybody... What's this? Everybody's like, push for booms. More booms, more booms. No, I don't want booms. Booms not good. And the beauty of it is, that's just refueled the center tank that I thought was going to have trouble getting to. So all the rest of them are now the periphery tanks. Brilliant. 4 periphery tanks, plus stick some more fuel into that. Because that's brought us down to 100 delta V left in the main thruster. So I'll focus on getting some ships up here, some refuelers to refuel these. Once they're fueled up, I reckon if I refuel one of these, because I just took equivalent to, well, one of those actually out of all of these. So if I refuel one of these, that'll give me more than enough delta V to get to the moon, to put this into orbit in the moon. Cool. Cool, we've had a win for today, considering this is the 3rd stream attempt to actually get this thing into orbit, and after redesigning the whole damn ship, I managed to get into orbit first go, although it was an incredibly slow move off the pad. I mean, honestly, a snail could have actually gone to space quicker, I'm sure. In fact, I know a star would have gotten to space quicker. I mean, what were we, 10 kilometers up before we even hit 150 meters a second in actual acceleration? That was pretty slow moving. Get good, yeah. Yeah. I mean, normally you aim for between 120 to 150 meters a second before you actually start your bank, to try and start pushing it into an orbit. And that normally happens within the first like 1 to 2 kilometers at most. So the fact that we actually were over 10 kilometres before it even reached that level, it was very, very slow to get off the ground. So I find it amusing that it actually managed to get to orbit, and with 1,000 metres a second of delta V available still, if I had wanted it. But I do need to fill these tanks before I can go to the moon. Ah, dear. Okay, build a station that has an antenna, yes. Docking ports, can generate power, yes. Fully support at least 12 Kerbals, yes. Electric charge, yes. Maintain, yeah, okay. So we need to just finish the fuel, top up the fuel to over 6,000, that'd be good, and then put it into orbit around the moon, and she's good. The station must be fully assembled when launched. Well, it was fully assembled, it was just missing some stuff, like fuel. So, well, I know what I'll be doing next stream, and that'll be ferrying back and forwards. Although I'm thinking, capacity of this tank is what, 2880? Okay, so one of these tanks will fill two of these. So if I build a rocket that's, say, got 2 stages to get it up here, which I think should be plenty, and 1 to act as a refuel. So I only need 2 of these rockets to actually refuel the rest of this, the whole 4 of them. And I could make them drone piloted. Actually, I don't even need to put a Kerbal on them. Well, I suppose I could though. Oh, actually no, I probably better, because the booster stage will detach, leaving just the refueling stage, which I'll have to then maneuver with RCS to dock it up, and then I can jettison it all the way back. Maybe. Anyway, that said, I'm going to actually close this stream off here, because that was a win. I'm going to stop while I'm ahead, in other words. And we'll pick this up next time. Oh, debris. Debris. Oh, recovered the debris. Yes, recovered. Excellent. That's good. So yes, going to close off here at this point because we've had a win, and I'm going to stop while I'm ahead. We'll pick it up next time, where we'll just do, I should be able to do a couple of refueling runs once I get one thruster, one resupply ship organised. It'll just be a matter of just doing it twice to actually supply it up, and then it'll be off to the moon. But until then, thanks for stopping in, guys, and let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Alright, no, that's it. I'm off. Thanks for stopping by. I'll spit it out eventually. Thanks for stopping in, and I've supposedly watched. Thank you. Go back to this, and I'll catch you guys later.